Hello everybody, welcome to another exciting video on Beatle Dave's channel. Today I thought we'd take a look at a strange box set that I've got in my collection. I actually forgot I'd got this. It's called The Beatles Volume 1. This was an American test LP. I think it was advertised on the TV in the United States in 1972, and it was sort of like a forerunner to the Beatles 1962 to 66 and 1967 to 70 LPs, otherwise known as the Red and the Blue albums. So it has got some strange track listing on it. I don't know if you can see that. You see that? Like I say, this wasn't authorised by Apple or EMI or the Beatles, as far as I know. It was actually made in Cleveland, Ohio. This was on here. Copyright 1972, TV Productions, PO Box 8467, Cleveland, Ohio. Cover design, Art Wing. Like I say, the box is okay. It's got a little bit of damage here. As far as I know, I think it was an official release. I don't think it's actually bootleg, but the track listing on the back. This track listing on the back doesn't actually go in this order, so we're going to go through the records one by one. So I say side one, side two, and things like that. Right? So side one. We'll start off with side one. So that is the labels for side one, and that is the label for side two. The labels are the same on all these. Like I said, it is a 4 LP box set. So on side one, see, the strange thing about this is the track list, and you'll see as I go along. Right, so side one, we kick off with Act Naturally, Ringo Starr singing. All I've got to do, all my loving, close your eyes and I kiss you. And I love her. Babies in Black. Yesterday. The Ballad of John and Yoko. And then track 8 on side one is Bangladesh. Bangladesh, Bangladesh. Of course, it was solo, wasn't it? It wasn't the Beatles, it was a solo George Harrison song. Side 2, we kick off with Can't Buy Me Love. That's followed by Come Together, brilliant track. Then we have Day Tripper. Then it's Do You Want to Know a Secret? That's followed by 8 Days a Week. Then we've got Eleanor Rigby. And this last song on side 2 is Uncle Albert. Again, that's a solo song, isn't it, from Paul McCartney? I think, wasn't that his first USA #1, I think, from the Ram album? So, you know, some interesting songs there, isn't they? So that's sides 1 and 2. So now we'll see sides 3 and 4. So side 3, we kick off with I Should Have Known Better. I should have known better with a girl like you. Then it's It Won't Be Long. It won't be long, yeah, yeah. I Want to Hold Your Hand. Lady Madonna. Ticket to Ride. Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds. Michelle, and then Mr. Moonlight. Mr. Moonlight. Side 4, I Feel Fine. Brilliant song. I'm in love with her and I feel fine. If I Fell, I'll Be Back. Hey Jude. I'm a Loser. I'm Happy Just to Dance with You. And I Saw Her Standing There. So there's no solo songs on that one, is there? Here you can see these. Okay, because I've actually bought a new light, which is actually above my laptop. So I'm hoping that you'll be able to see the labels and stuff a little bit better. Like I say, it is a little bit of trial and error with this, because, you know, those of you that have been following my channel know I haven't been doing this very long, and me and technology don't really mix. Right, next one, side 5 and side 6. So, side 5, Starts off with the classic Nowhere Man. Then we have Oblidi Oblidar. Never work out whether I like that song or not, to be honest. Sometimes I think it's really good. Sometimes it just seems a little bit annoying to me. No disrespect, if you like it, you like it. I think it fits well on the White Album, but when it's took out the White Album, I don't really like it, to be honest. Then we've got Paperback Writer, Penny Lane, Help, Roll Over Beethoven, and then side 5 finishes off with the classic Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. With Sergeant Pepper's Lonely, I'm sure you all know that one anyway. Then side 6 starts off with the classic Get Back. Then we have Hello Goodbye. Then we have Revolution 1 on here, so it's not like the fast version, it's the version of the White Album. Here Comes the Sun. Then it's I'll Follow the Sun. Then we have Imagine, yes, John Lennon's solo song. And then track 7 on side 6 is Honey Don't. So that's side 6. And that is side 5. So the actual records are quite heavy. So as I say, as far as I know, it was an official release in America, but it wasn't sanctioned by Apple or EMI or any members of the Beatles. So I think that's why it was quickly withdrawn. I think there was a volume 2 as well, but I haven't seen that one before. I'm only saying that because it says Beatles Volume 1, doesn't it, on the lid. Right, side 7. So, again, starts off with We Can Work It Out. Then we have With a Little Help from My Friends, followed by Yellow Submarine. Then it's Baby You're a Rich Man, classic song. Then we have You Can't Do That. Then it's You Got to Hide Your Love Away, brilliant song. Then we've got Maybe I'm Amazed, again, another solo song by Paul McCartney. And then track 8 on side 7 is A Hard Day's Night. All right, the last side 8, we have starts off with She Loves You. That's followed by Something in the Way She Moves. One of the best songs George Harrison ever wrote, I think that one. That's followed by Strawberry Fields Forever. Then we've got Tell Me Why, The Long and Winding Road, Let It Be, and then Everybody's Trying to Be My Baby, which is a bit of a strange one to finish on, isn't it? But, so, yeah. Like I say, I think when, if I remember rightly, Alan Klein saw this advertised on telly in America. And because at the time he was the manager of the Beatles, he put a stop to it straight away. And then that led about to the release of, have I got a copy near me? Yes, I do. Of this, Beatles 1962 to 66, and the Beatles 1967 to 70. So while we've got these out, we might as well have a quick look at these, haven't we? I didn't think this was going to be a very long video, but it might end up being one. So front cover is a very similar cover to Please Please Me. I say similar because it is actually slightly different. And then the back cover is the Beatles basically in the same position, but 6 years later. This cover, this one here, this photo here, was originally going to be the cover for the unreleased Get Back LP, which later became Let It Be. Inside we have the gatefold sleeve, and we have the track listing. And this one does have the George Martin production credit. Some do, some don't. You can never work out which one's supposed to be the rare of the two, but because I just want to try this to see if you can see my Apple labels as well. So side 1 of 62 to 66 is Love Me Do, Please Please Me, From Me to You, She Loves You, I Want to Hold Your Hand, All My Lovin' and Can't Buy Me Love. And this is an original UK first pressing. Very, very heavy record. All right, side 2 is A Hard Day's Night, And I love her. 8 days a week. I feel fine. Ticket to Ride and Yesterday. And you get the inner sleeves. First pressings will have the corners cut like that. So you get the words to all the songs as well on these, which is nice. And to find these in anything like this in good condition is quite rare now. So that was side one, wasn't it? Side one and side two. Again, inner sleeves. This one's not quite as good as condition as the other one. If you're familiar with this LP, I'm sorry that I'm going on a little bit, but I just thought it'd be nice to compare them. So side three starts off with Help. Then you've got Tide Your Love Away. We Can Work It Out. Day Tripper. Drive My Car, and then Norwegian Wood. This bird has flown. I once had a girl, or should I say, she once had me. I don't know if you can actually see these white Apple labels. Bear with 1 second. I'm just going to try something. I don't think that's any difference, does it? But I'm just messing about with this light to see if I can get it any better. That's better. We're all trial and error today. So, side 4, Nowhere Man. Michelle, In My Life, Girl, Paperback Writer, Eleanor Rigby, and Yellow Submarine. Then 62 to 66 is there's not really a lot of songs on it off Revolver. In fact, apart from Eleanor Rigby and Yellow Submarine, there's nothing from Revolver, is there? But if you were and sort of like new to Beatles collecting, and you want all the singles, and you don't want to go out and buy them all individually, which actually, can be expensive. These albums are actually very good to get, and you can get decent copies of these for £10 upwards. I'd say this one's worth a little bit more because it's a first pressing. But yeah, it is a very inexpensive way to get into the Beatles singles, basically, and it does have the majority of the best album tracks as well. So now we'll have a look at 67 to 70, or the Blue Album, as it's better known. See, and this now the sides have been reversed. This is the front cover, and that's the back cover. There was a sec. This has the production credits for George Martin on everything except for Across the Universe and The Long and Winding Road, which are credited to being produced by Phil Spector. Again, gatefold sleeve. And you get, this time it's blue inner sleeves. I think this is a UK copy. Yeah. So we have on side 1, Strawberry Fields Forever, one of the best songs the Beatles ever wrote, into that, or John Lennon. 2 is Penny Lane. Penny Lane is in my ears. Then we have Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, With a Little Help from My Friends, Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds, A Day in the Life, and then song 7 is All You Need Is Love. Yeah, I think I will have to mess about with this a little bit more, because I don't think, I think them sides you can see okay, but I think these sides, for some reason, it doesn't like the white label. So side 2, I Am the Walrus, Cuckoo Cuckoo, love that song. Hello Goodbye, The Fool on the Hill, Magical Mystery Tour, Lady Madonna, Hey Jude, and then Revolution. Like I say, basically it's the Beatles' greatest hits, and then you get a couple of the better album tracks, shall we say. But like I say, the only criticism I have is the first one, You've Got Nothing from Revolver. Again, you get all the lyrics to the songs. So side 3, Back in the USSR. While my guitar gently weeps, while my guitar gently weeps. Oblady oblada. Get Back, Don't Let Me Down. Don't Let Me Down. The Ballad of John and Yoko, and then Old Brown Shoe. Yes, I'm going to have to have a little play with this in a bit. Side 4, Here Comes the Sun, Come Together, Something, Octopus's Garden, one of Bingo's best songs, isn't it, really, for the Beatles. I'd like to be under the sea in an octopus's garden. Let It Be, which is the George Martin produced version, which was like the single, not the album version. Across the Universe, and The Long and Winding Road. Like I say, these two albums, the Red and the Blue album, they are pretty easy to come by. Anything that's in decent shape is obviously going to cost you a little bit more. I know a few years ago they did actually re-release them as well. There is one sec. So yeah, these two. Beatles 1962 to 1966, also known as the Red Album. The Beatles 1967 to 1970, also known as the Blue Album, are well worth the money. In that condition, that's probably worth £15. That one's probably the same. You can get them on eBay from basically £6 or £7 upwards. But like I said, if you're going to invest in these copies, I would go for some that are at least in very good condition. Very good, not fair or poor or good. Go for at least very good condition, and make sure that they've got the inner sleeves with them, because then you get the words to the songs. Very nice to have. So which would you have? I mean, based on that, they're worth £30 to £40 for them too, in this condition. The box set that we looked at, this one, I can't even remember what I paid for this. I don't think it would have been a hell of a lot, because I mean, it has got a little bit of, looks like water damage there. I did look on eBay before I came up to do this video this morning, and I can't find this anywhere. So I would say this is the rarer. You know, this is more hard to get than 62 to 70. You know, the Red and the Blue albums. The sound quality on these is okay. You know, you've got to remember when these were released in 1972. You know, the recording industry wasn't how it is today. You didn't have all this digital technology and everything else. The nice thing about this is, yes, a lot of the tracks on this are the same as the tracks on these two LPs, but you do get a couple of solo Beatles songs on it, which is a bit strange, really, isn't it? Yeah, so if you ever see this and it's not going for really, really stupid money, I would pick it up just to compare them with these. Very similar, very, very similar. Out of the two, in all honesty, this is probably the better compilation. Although you do get a lot more album tracks on this than you do on that one. Again, there's very little from Revolver on it, but that's just my personal opinion. Value-wise on that, I don't really know. I'd say it's probably worth between £50 and £100. I could be off the market, could be worth more. I know it was only a very, very limited run, so how many were pressed, I don't know. So if you do ever see it, yeah, try and buy it. And that's going to be it for this video. New t-shirt. This was the one that was hanging up the other day. And my missus made me this, so you know, thank you very much, darling. I'm sorry that you've had to wait a few days for a video, but like I say, I've been at work and I've done what we call an 8-day straight thing. Basically, you work 8 days without a break, and when the 10 and 12-hour shifts, it does take it out on you a little bit. So today is my first day off of a long weekend, as we call it. So I've got 6 days off now. I'm feeling tired today, but hopefully over the next couple of days I will try and get this lighting back. I think it looks better for the background, and it doesn't make it look so grainy and stuff. But it's just the thing with the white, you know, the B side of Apple singles. When I'm going like that, I don't think you can see them properly. Bear with just 1 second. Right, for everybody that is liking my videos and is following me and has subscribed, thank you very much. I do appreciate it. It is, you know, it's nice to know that people do like what I'm doing. I think they like what I'm doing. So yeah, there will be more to come in the coming days. If you haven't subscribed, but you'd like to, please do. You know, it is free. Doesn't cost you a penny. And then when I do things like this, you'll get notifications. Well, if you press the notifications button. Before I started this, I used to think if you subscribe to somebody, you know, you had to pay, but it isn't. It is all free. I'm just going to try that now. Can you see that? I don't think you can. Can you? I don't know. Maybe. But that side's all right. You can see that okay. That's the annoying thing. That you can see that okay, and then go like that, and you can hardly see it. But till I watch this on the telly downstairs, I won't really know what it's come out like. So if it looks a bit rubbish, I apologise now. Hopefully it will get better, because obviously the majority of my videos are about the Beatles, aren't they? And a lot of their records were either on Parlophone. Now I think the Parlophone labels come up. But it's just the B sides, isn't it, on the Apple ones? I mean that's brilliant, doesn't it, on there? And that, I mean, you can see them dead clear, can't you? And it's strange. I don't really know what I'm doing wrong, if I'm doing anything wrong at all, or if it's just one of them things. Yeah, so that's it for today. I might do one later. I'm not sure. As always, you know, love your records, cherish your records, clean your records. Above all, play your records. That's what we buy them for and collect them for. Like I said, this channel is mainly about the Beatles, but it is about record collecting as well. So I will be doing things now and again on other artists and going into more detail about collecting records and things we can do to like clean them and, you know, things like that. So yeah, once again, everybody that's, you know, has subscribed and is liking my videos and watching my videos, I've noticed the viewing figures for some of them have gone up really, really high. So thank you very much, people out there. You know, I do appreciate it. Like I say, I only do this for fun. I'm not a technical expert or things like, you know, so sometimes I know I do get things wrong, like with this lighting. I'm not sure if that looks better. Down, if that looks better, or let's have a look. That's supposed to be gleaming white. That's supposed to be yellow. Now I don't think you'd see much better with that, would you? Looks a bit orangey to me, that. And then that is supposed to be a bit of both. Now to me that just looks all blurry. So I think that one is the best one out of the lot. Yeah, that's going to be it for me for now, because I'm starting to go off the subject again. Quick weather forecast. I usually do a bit of a weather forecast for you. In the UK and Derby today, it is slightly overcast. Over there, there's really, really, really dark clouds, and it looks like it's going to chuck it down with rain. But yet over here, it looks like the sun's starting to come out now. So hopefully it might be a good day. So whatever you're doing, if you're out collecting records, or you're going through your records, or, you know, if there's any Beatles records you'd like me to show you if I've got them, I am more than willing to do that. Above all, you know, just be nice to one another, and remember, life's too short. You never know what's around the corner. I don't mean to sound morbid, but you know, in this day and age, you know, we have got to love one another and look after one another. So until the next video, I hope you've enjoyed this one. I hope I've made you laugh. If I make you laugh, that's okay. If I give you some of my knowledge, that's what I'm here for. So till the next video, which might be later today, I'm going to have a look at this when I get down. Yeah, stay safe, everybody, and we'll see you soon.